How are ya? I feel like Elle Woods just bleh, all over me today, and I love it. Okay, butterflies are coming back. Okay, look at my butterfly clips. I hope that shows. They got pink rhinestones, AB stones in there too. I got my little heart necklace. Like, putting all this on, I felt like Elle Woods in the opening scene of Legally Blonde. Everybody out there wants to have an Elle Woods moment, right? Don't tell me it's just a dream. I mean, come on. Everybody wants to have that moment. She's putting on like the sparkles, like heart shoes. She's putting on the heart necklace. I need my Tiffany bracelet, honestly. What am I thinking? I might have to go grab that. No, we're okay. We've got a lot going on here with the necklace, the pink, the butterfly clips. I rocked this hairstyle hardcore back in like middle school and high school. I'm living in it. Let me just enjoy this moment. Let's just have some fun. Probably gonna have to turn my watch on silent. But I've got a couple of new products here. I have a possible dupe. I haven't used it yet. We're gonna do a side-by-side comparison here. On one side is going to be my Pat McGrath Divine, what's the official name? The Mothership Divine Rose. Okay, it's the original Divine Rose. I got this last year when they did the limited edition pink collection. I had to get the pink. Guys, it's all about the pink today. We're in pink land and I love it. I love it. I want some more of it, okay? So this beautiful palette, I've been waiting for a company to come out and dupe a very specific formula from Pat McGrath. I have not seen it done yet. I don't know if this one is gonna do it, but it might be pretty dang close where you might be able to be like, is it worth the $100 extra to get this one? That's gonna be up to you. So, the Pat McGrath Divine Rose, the original one. And then the dupe palette I have here is, drumroll, the Alter Ego Luster Charm palette. Okay, look how beautiful this packaging is. Now, obviously, you're not gonna get the weighted, very luxe Pat McGrath packaging, okay? Pat McGrath, it's more than just makeup. It's very much like an artistic experience. At least it is for me. I love her packaging. Every time I use this palette, not only when I wear it do I feel gorgeous, but just looking into it, I feel beautiful. The mirror, I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see it, because I have the film on it still, but it's bezeled, whatever it is. I don't know, you get what I mean. It is that along the edges. So I feel like I'm looking in at like a crystal doing my makeup in this palette. It's beautiful. And there's a specific formula of hers that just cannot be duped, and that is the special shades. This palette, it's this one right here, and I think other palettes have been able to come in and dupe the rest of her formulas, but that one just has not been able to be done, or it just has not been done. So here is the Luster Charm palette. You do have a nice mirror. There's all my stuff. Woo woo. And then here are the colors. Let me hold up the dupe, or this is the dupe. Let me hold up the original here so you can see what we're working with here. They do look extremely, extremely similar. It's just gonna depend on how well they perform for me, and you'll have to decide if it's worth it to either go for this one or worth it to splurge and get this one. So that's the eyeshadow look that we're gonna use. I also have some fun products that Clarins gifted me. I have the Total Eye Lift. Okay, it's supposed to lift the eyes. We're gonna try this out today. It's a Lift Replenishing Eye Concentrate. It's a powerful eye solution with lift effect expertise, specially developed to replenish and enhance the area around the eyes. And then we also have the SOS Primer. I hope this is gonna show up on camera just because the light pink. This does come, I believe, in 6 different shades. The one that I have is the rose one, and that's supposed to fight the signs of fatigue, which I'm always tired, okay? Who out there is not always tired? I wanna know, what are you doing in your life to make it so that you are not always tired? Because I'm always tired. And I feel like I'm cursing myself, and one day I'm gonna be like, girl, you had it so easy. It's supposed to color correct, blur, visibly brighten the complexion, and prepare the skin for makeup and bring 24-hour moisture to your face. And then they also sent me their mascara Supra Volume mascara. We're gonna give all these a try. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the eye cream and the primer so that can all sit on our face and really soak in before I go in and do my face makeup, because we'll do my eyes first. So there is the eye cream. And I am all about this kind of stuff. Skincare, your makeup will only look as good as your skincare. I do like to take eye cream up on my eyes. Make sure those are moisturized. If you want, you can do like a little of this action here. This really helps with the lymphatic drainage system to depuff the eyes, which I am all about that. This just feels nice. Now here is the SOS Primer. Oh, okay. I thought it was a twisty. Okay, no, it's actually a pump, which is so nice. I love pumps. Hate when it gets like the bottom of the pump. There it is there. You can see it has like a nice pinky undertone, which is perfect for my skin tone too. Has a nice like skincare scent to it. Ooh, it feels very nice on the skin. I already am like, I'm digging on this. And this I can already tell is like soaking into my skin. It's not going to give me that peeling, break apart kind of effect. So let's go ahead and jump right into the eyes. We'll come back to the mascara obviously after I've completed my eye makeup. Of course, I'm gonna prime my eyes with my P. Louise Acid Rain Blank Canvas Primer. As I turn my face, I feel like you can kind of see the glowiness that primer has given my skin already. Super pretty. I'm just applying this with a kabuki brush, a detailed one I got off of Amazon years ago. So I think what I'm gonna do is on the right side, I'm going to use the Pat McGrath. And then on the left eye, I'll use the Alter Ego Luster Charm. The front of it says Luster. The back of it says Luster Charm. And then obviously there is like the fact as well, it is worth mentioning, that the Pat McGrath shades, they do have names, but they're on an insert that I no longer have. They're not on the back of the palette or anything, but so beautiful, I love it. The Luster Charm one, they do have names. They are displayed on the back here, and they also are displayed here inside of the palette as well. Worth mentioning, deal breaker, no, but it makes doing tutorials a lot easier on me. I'm also gonna use 2 completely different eye brushes for each side so that I'm not mixing the formula, so we can see how well each one performs. The only thing about this specific palette for me is I feel like it's missing a transition shade. They have like kind of this muted kind of grayish purple color, so that's the one I'm gonna go in with for my transition shade. I know in the past when I did a look with this palette specifically, I did go in with like a warmer transition shade just so I could, you know, warm it up. Today we won't do that, but that is what I did before. So I'm just gonna take this. This is a JH30, and I'm gonna start packing this all over my transition shade area. Again, I am tapping it down as opposed to swiping. I've changed that in my makeup technique here recently. And I'm gonna pull this out here. I'm gonna clean this area up. So there's the Pat McGrath side. Now the comparable shade in the Alter Ego palette is Mystic here. And I'm gonna grab an M504 and same technique. Just gonna start tapping that down just like I did on the other side. Okay, already I can tell a difference. Just an undertone, it's slight, but the Alter Ego side has a tiny bit more warmth in it, which, as I was just saying, I kind of prefer just on my skin tone. Sometimes cooler tones can tend to make me look more gaunt. So you can tell the difference right there. Resisting the urge to pop over to the other eye is real. On the Pat McGrath side, I'm gonna go in with a JH33, and I'm going to grab the darkest matte here. And you can see I just have that on one side of the brush. And I'm gonna take that and start tapping and stamping that down here on like the outer half. And then once I've got it like stamped down, I'll start kind of working that into that transition shade. And again, I'm just kind of pulling this out here. So when I go in and I clean that up, I'm gonna have like pigment there to actually like be able to smooth out. And on the Alter Ego side, I'll grab my M433. They're literally like the exact same brush, just one's Jaclyn Hill collection and the other is a regular Morphe brush. And I'm gonna go in with the complementary shade called Rare. Same thing, just on one side. I just have to keep like checking back and forth between the two eyes to make sure that I've built up the intensity and the shape in the same way, just because going in with two different palettes, they can tend to look different. Same situation I'm seeing is this side, Pat McGrath side is more cool toned, as the Alter Ego is a little more warm toned. I do feel like this deeper shade though on the on the Pat McGrath side did blend out a little easier, but still a very similar look. So I have two JH41 brushes here, both clean. Isn't it interesting? The bristles are different colors. I am going to grab this beautiful like duochrome. Is it a duochrome? I think so. It's like pink and kind of golden orangey tones to it. Oh, I absolutely love this color. It is so beautiful. I don't know if on camera if it's gonna pick up the same, but in real life this is amazing, and the way it shifts as you move is just stunning. Okay, so I focused that on the first half of my eyelid. I'm gonna take some on my finger too and just press that in right on the center. And now I'm gonna grab the complementary shade in Alter Ego called Radiant on the other JH41 brush. Let's see, can they do it? I think they did it. Holy bajoli, super pretty. This one again has more like that rosy tone. You can kind of already tell just in the viewfinder, and less of like that golden tone to it. Still though, super pretty. Daddy! So I'm just building that up to get it to a similar place, and then I'm gonna take just a little on my finger. Okay, the finger application brought out, I felt like a little more of the golden tones. Let's see. And looking up close and comparing them just on my skin, I do prefer the Pat McGrath tone of it. It just has a little more of like an ethereal feel to it. I don't know if that's the right word, but that's what I'm going with. On the same JH41 brush that I used on the Pat McGrath side, I'm gonna go in and I'm going to grab this darker purple metallic shade. I'm gonna use this right on the outer edge It's a very interesting shade because it definitely has like a metallic-y tone to it, but it's almost like a metallic satin. It's hard to describe. Very different, but it's gonna blend that like angelic duochrome shade into the darker mattes here on the outer corner. Same thing, I've cleaned it off in my little cleaner here, the JH41 that I used with the Alter Ego palette before, and I'm going to take their shade called Magnetic. No, Opaque. Sorry, almost went in with the wrong one, Opaque. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side and just marry them together. And as you can see, this one definitely has like more of that metallic-y look to it as opposed to this side where it's like more of that kind of matte satiny look. I wish I could describe these like accurately. Here comes the kicker. This is the shade that's just, this is the formula that drives me just amazing vibes. I don't know. I can't talk because it's got me so dang Twitter-pated, but it's her special shade here. And I'm going to take that on a clean finger. I'll go in with my pointer finger and I'm just gonna, here it is on my finger. And on my middle finger, I'm gonna go in with the shade from Alter Ego, and they call this one Sacred. And I just want to compare for comparison's sake. There's the two. So this is Pat McGrath. This is Alter Ego. They do look very, very similar. I can tell right off the bat, Pat McGrath has more of like a smooth texture as opposed to Alter Ego has a little more, has more texture to it. So pointer finger here. I'm gonna take it and then right on the center, tap this down. Oof, I went a little too high. It's the risk you take with your finger. It's okay, I can fix it. Oh, I could just like sit here and keep going and going and going. Now with the middle finger, okay? I'm not flipping you off, promise. But this is the moment of truth. Okay. It is also worth mentioning, Pat McGrath's side still look flawless underneath. This side I do have some fallout, but yeah, okie dokie, smoky pokey. Looking at it in person and in studio lights, I can tell still Pat McGrath's side is definitely a little more sparkly, like it's a little more light reflective, and this side looks like a little more dull, but that's just in comparing side by side. Just on its own though, like, I don't know, would you pay the full Pat McGrath price if you knew you could get almost the same thing on this side? You tell me. Now I'm gonna go in and do some winged liner. I'm gonna grab my NYX Epic Ink Liner in the color brown and just give myself a wing. Now I'm just gonna grab this B44 brush with some makeup remover, and I'm just gonna clean on up here. I also feel like this helps to like sharpen the wing. It's like you can get up here and kind of drag that. And it helps to just kind of taper that end off a little. And then since I do have you zoomed in, I am going to apply that Clarins Mascara. I'm gonna take this Lash Curler. It is by, oh my gosh, it's the Surratt Lash Curler. Everybody raved about this Lash Curler and said you had to have it. So of course I bought it. I always have like a little bit of PTSD when using a lash curler because I did one time take off an entire line of lashes with a lash curler, full on PTSD. It happened. Okay, I like the brush. I like these kind of brushes the best, and I'm going in and coating right from the base of the lashes and going up. Okay. Does anybody ever feel like they have like one really good like set or one good eye of lashes and then you do the other eye and it's not as good? Happens all the time. That's why like I just tend to choose false lashes. Plus you don't have to do all this. I feel like it's faster, but everybody's into like the natural lash look right now. I'm trying to embrace it, guys. It's taking me a second though because it's been a minute. Once you wear false lashes and you go without them, it's so hard. I feel naked. Okay. I am thoroughly impressed by this mascara. Honestly, it takes a lot to impress me with this mascara. I'm really liking it. It's coating each lash very nicely and evenly. Obviously today it's my left eye that the lashes look better. Got my little fan here. I'm gonna speed up the drying time because I want to do 3 coats. Also, if you get it on your lid like you did here, this helps to to get it so that it dries so you can just flick it off. Holy bajoli. I'm obsessed. I also highly recommend getting a lash separator that has metal separators, metal tips, because they can just get in there and really clean things up. Okay, so now that the eyes, at least my upper lid, is completed, I want to go in and put my foundation on. So I'm going to finish the rest of my face and my brows and everything, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so there's the rest of my face completed. I want to go ahead and move on to the under eye area, and I have 2 of the very same brush here, and they are both they are both the JH38 brush. It's just a nice pencil brush. I'm obsessed with these. Love them, love them, love them. I'm gonna take a mixture of that like grayish purple and that deepest toned brown in the palette. Like mostly the purple with just a tap of the darker color, and work this onto the lower lash line. Don't be afraid to like get in here and really mess it up. Okay, same thing. I'm gonna grab Mystic and Rare. I just feel like the transition shade area right here looks just a little more splotchy than the Pat McGrath side. I don't know, maybe that just fixed it. I'm gonna set my face here really quickly. I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Okay, and I have 2 of these brushes. It's the Morphe E36, and I'm going to grab this really pretty white duochrome color, and I'm gonna take it and I'm going to use this as like my inner corner highlight. Oof. Yep, and I'm gonna take some just right here. I should have not used highlighter. I should have used this as my highlighter. Oh well, you live and you learn. Then you get loves. And then the complementary side is Crystal, or complementary shade, that's what I should have said. That's like so spot on. I don't know, it's so similar. I feel like the lashes to me, just because like I'm kind of missing a couple of hairs right here because I just shed it out. It's a natural process that happens, okay? But I want to make sure that each side gets the best like chance. So I'm gonna apply my false lashes here real quickly. And while that glue kind of sets up, I do want to apply this mascara onto my lower lashes. I need to remember to use my Vegamour Lash Growth Serum every night, because you know how you kind of go through phases with stuff? And then give this mascara a shot. I'm in love with this mascara. So good. And these are my Ardell 3D Foam Ink Style 858s. Okay, I'm gonna apply some lip products real quick. I have new products again, of course. I'm gonna go in with the Lawless Forget the Filler in the color Honey Rose. And then I have a new Lawless lipstick in the color Platinum. And I'm just a sucker for Lawless lip products. I love them. Her tone, the tones that she chooses for her lip products match with me very well. Like a darker liner with a light lipstick is very 90s vibes, which is where we're at. And then I also have her lip gloss in the color Lav. And if you wanted to take a step further, you could grab the Lawless Forget the Filler lip gloss, plumping gloss. That's like a smash hit. It sold out everywhere. Before I had their sale, I maybe jumped on and bought a couple because I'm like, okay, I want one for my purse, one for my vanity. The only thing about this gloss is if you're not careful, you can get the gloopy strings. That can happen with a gloss, so just be careful in how much you put on. Okay, you guys, so that is it. Using my new Clarins products on my new Lawless Lippies that I'm obsessed with, as well as the Pat McGrath Mothership Divine Rose, compared to the Alter Ego Luster Charm Palette dupe. Okay, what are we thinking? What are we thinking? You tell me. I'll zoom in here. You tell me, can you see a difference between the two sides? Which one would you choose? I know which one I would choose. I want to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you like the Pat McGrath side or the Alter Ego side? You be the judge. Okay, so the Alter Ego palette does retail for $22. I have a coupon code for you. It's Allison10 that gets you 10% off of this already cheap palette. It's not an affiliate link. I don't get anything from that. It's just for you guys to get a discount. So utilize that because you can make this even cheaper. It took like $2.20 off of it. So that was what the breakdown was with my coupon. I did purchase this one with my own money. They have sent me palettes in the past, but when I saw that they duped Pat McGrath, I'm like, I have to try this and let the peoples know. And then you have the Pat McGrath Divine Rose palette. This is obviously the limited edition. If you were to purchase it right now, it would come in the standard black packaging, but this does retail for $125. $125, $22. There's literally a $103 difference between these two palettes. So you had to decide for yourself, is it worth the $103 more than this one? I have to say, if they were both launched at the same time and I didn't already have this one, I would choose this one. I totally would. It's close enough. I still notice a little bit of a difference in that special shade, but I'm a special Pat McGrath shade connoisseur, okay? I buy her palettes basically for those shades because they're so amazing. If I didn't already have this, I would have bought the Alter Ego, and I did buy the Alter Ego to show you, but that's what I would have purchased originally if I had not already had this one. So I think that this is their best dupe palette to date. Their other ones were amazing, but this one, in my opinion, just hit it out of the park. It's a little more expensive than their other ones just because I think they did have to throw in a little more into the formulation to get it to match the Pat McGrath shades. Super, super girly and pretty. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. So that is it, you guys, for this tutorial using these comparison products. You're gonna have to let me know down below what you think. So that is it for this video, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big ol' thumbs up. Leave any comments, requests, questions, anything down below. I'd love to talk to you guys. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell right there and join the Allie Ann clan. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.